everyone, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you are new. So today's video is going to be a get ready with me, but we're going to do it on the topic of how to stop caring and how to not give a fuck, basically. So I'm going to do a combination of obviously getting ready and also giving you my bits and bobs of advice along the way, because I feel like I've changed quite a bit in the past few years, and I've gone from a very insecure, sheepish little girl to kind of like the opposite of that. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. If you do, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know, comment and subscribe. And I feel like I'm wiggling around a bit, I don't know why, I'm excited. So yeah, enjoy! Starting off, I will do my hair later. It's just in a bun right now. I think I'm gonna curl it, I'm not too sure. I've put Willeda Skin Food moisturiser on, always use that on my face, and then gonna prime with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I've only got the little one because I didn't know if I was gonna like it, and I still don't really know. By the way, if you see me look here, it's because my mirror's like there and you're there. For me, this feels really like soothing and cooling, but moisturising at the same time because my skin gets really dry. I'm actually going out this evening, Darcy Lane, leaving the house, but my friend's DJ's in there playing at an event, so we're going to that, which will be fun because I've not actually been to this venue before. I don't think I've been to this event before either, and it's white themed. White themed. I'm really not feeling the white theme party, but it's fine. Foundation, Maybelline Fit Me is what I always use. Let's get started with the actual topic of this video, which is how to stop caring, how to stop holding yourself back because you care what other people think or what they're talking about, what they're saying about you behind your back. Because like back in school, I was a massive pushover. I was trying to think if pushover is the right word, but I think it is. I just kept quiet because girls at my school were just, not to me, they were never horrible to me, which I felt lucky for. Like I just didn't want to get involved in anything because I didn't want to be on the wrong side of anyone. I'm really unconfrontational most of the time. It depends if I feel comfortable around someone. But yeah, I was just quiet. I never said what I think. People probably walked all over me, but I was fine with it. I mean, it bugged me that people didn't take me seriously, but I thought it's better to just people think like, oh, sweet, she's sweet, and like that's all they could say. And there's like a lot more to me than that. But I just wanted an easy life back at school, and I feel like this is where it all started. Like I just wasn't confident in myself. I didn't think people would actually like me. I didn't want the drama. I didn't want people to bitch about me. Like it all kind of started as that. So if you are that age, like it does get better. School is just a really, really, really tough place to try and like not even find yourself, but like find yourself in. So it was like left school at 16, year 11, and then it got to college, so year 12, and I don't know, like I was slowly getting there. I was in a friendship group where they did nothing wrong, but it was just not my vibe at all. So I ended up distancing myself from that, and kind of at the same time was when I was really struggling mentally. And I think for me, that's what was like a turning point for me. It was like I had so much time, I was in my head so much, and then it went into lockdown. So as I say, like I spent so much time on my own where I'd chosen to distance myself from that group, and I dropped out of college and stuff like that, like, and then it was lockdown. I spent so much time on my own, in my own thoughts, kind of. I hadn't started working on myself yet, but I think that's like the pivotal moment where I was like, okay, I don't see these people anymore, like why do I still care? Makeup by Mario, cream bronzer. But I think, unfortunately, like, not to sound patronising, but it does come with age, and as I get a little bit older, so I'm 21 and I'm obviously not as wise as I'm going to be in a few more years. But I think it just, yeah, it came with age and it came with experience, and like, I kind of went through a tough mentality quite young, obviously not as young as other people, and obviously everyone's situation is different, but like it in a few months probably is when I just matured, and I just realised, like, because I did suffer quite badly with my mental health, it was getting to a point where it was like, if I was like, well, I didn't even really want to, like, this isn't a mental health chat, but this is, I was getting to a point where I was like, I did not care about anything, I didn't care about myself, I didn't care about anyone, like, I was that low. And I think once I got better from that, it was like, well, if I didn't care then, why do I care now? Like, obviously I started taking care of myself and like cared about other people, but it was like, I don't care what they thought of me. So I think for me it was just the fact that I had a bit of a struggle mentally, and I kind of came out of it the other side, that's kind of where it stemmed from. And I'd say I've been struggling since I was like 17. So yeah, I'm 21 now, so it's like 4 years that it's been like a process. While we were in lockdown, I realised like what my insecurities were, and I kind of overcame them, because as I say, I spent so much time by myself, that it just kind of happened, and I just got used to it. And then I think I realised as well that with everything that was going on in the world, it was just a situation of mind over matter. Like there were so many other bigger things going on that I was like, why do I care if someone doesn't like the way I did my hair? Or like even this YouTube, like I wanted to do one of these, everyone says it, wanted to do it for so many years, but at school, like, I didn't want to stand out. I didn't want people to be like, oh, that's the weirdo that does YouTube. Like, not that I think, obviously I'm doing it now, and if people call me a weirdo, like, go for it. I don't really care anymore. As I say, I don't really care anymore. But yeah, it's just kind of realising, like, it's not that deep, and if people want to say shit, just let them, because what are they gaining from that? Bad karma, and then that's going to go back to them anyway. If someone makes you feel bad for something, it's just projecting their insecurities over to you, which is hard to see at the time, because you're like, well, why would they want to be malicious and mean? But not everyone has your best interests at heart, I'm afraid. That's just something you learn finally. Like, I was so naive a lot of the time. The next on my list was realising that everyone is so wrapped up in themselves that even this thing that you're insecure about or worried about, it looks like I haven't got the top on, put it up. Even these things that you're worried about or insecure about or don't want people to take notice of, everyone's so wrapped up in themselves that even if say if I used to get really worried, like if I was at the gym, like, are they going to think, oh, like, her legs, she shouldn't be in like gym shorts? And it's like, I see other people in gym shorts and I notice they're in gym shorts, but I don't think anything of it. I'd never go over to someone. Could you imagine, even if I had those thoughts, imagine going over to someone and be like, I don't think you should wear them shorts. Like, no one's gonna do that. We're never gonna look this young again. Like, embrace it. When you look back, you're like, how did I care so much? I think that's the thing. Like, you don't want to waste your life worrying about what other people are doing, because you're not living in their life at all. Like, everyone's experience is different, and you can't compare the two. This is the NARS cream blusher. I don't really know, liquid blush. I think a good thing to note is you don't have to be the most confident person in the whole entire world. Like, there's going to be days where you're more confident or less confident, like, that just happens, but you just have to learn to give yourself to increase the level of self-respect that you have, because when you are belittling yourself to fit in with someone else's norms or standards, you're subconsciously people pleasing. You're not doing what you want to do, you're just doing it because it's an easier life. You're doing yourself a disservice by not being like the truest you, and if you lose a few people along the way, then like, so fucking be it. If people are going to make you feel bad about something, or they don't bring out the confidence in you, or they don't show excitement for the things that you're doing, obviously everyone's got different interests, like, you don't have to be like super excited about the same things, but you can be excited because someone else is excited about something. And if they're not making you feel like you can tell them stuff that's a bit out there and a bit different for their standards, and they're not like, oh my god, that's incredible, or oh my god, good for you, or they're like, oh, why would you want to do that? Like, just distance yourself. Like, they're not a true friend anyway. And I know, again, it's easier said than done. Like, as someone in their 20s, like, I've been friends with people for like years and years and years, and it's like, you really can tell when people do have your best interests at heart. You grow when you're outside your comfort zone, so you just have to think, do you want to stay in what you're doing forever, or are you going to get out of your comfort zone and make a change? And unfortunately, not all your friends are going to support the change, and then they're the ones that just aren't going to be in your lives forever. You're going to make new friends, there's going to be more supportive people in your life. Like, it's not the end of the world, although it might feel like it, but it's doing yourself a disservice having people in your life that you know actually aren't your cheerleaders. You know when you get so excited for someone else and you're like, oh my god, like, that's incredible, and like, I want to tell my parents, or I'm like telling my friends, I'm like, oh my god, they're doing this. Like, that's what a friendship is. Wanting to help and support your friends, and if your friends aren't being like that, then it doesn't have to be a big dramatic thing, and if they don't understand why you're distancing yourself, then that's their problem. I mean, you can explain it to them if you want, but you don't owe them an explanation. Like, if you've tried and they've just like shut you down at every opportunity, then why do they deserve an explanation that they're probably not going to want to understand anyway? They'll just be like, oh, don't fucking understand what that means, or like, that's weird, why do you, like, that's so weird. I don't know. My next point is, think of the life that you want for yourself. This doesn't even, if you're not super into spirituality and manifesting, you don't, like, there's other ways of going deeper into this, which I can talk about in another video if you want, but just for yourself, everyone's got a bit of a vision or a bit of a goal of what they think they want to do with their life. You never have to know for sure, because people change jobs all the time. My friend's FaceTiming me, but I'm filming a video. I'm trying to make this makeup last, so I did all nighter setting spray from Urban Decay, and then I'm actually gonna put powder on. Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, Flawless Finish, Airbrush, all these different words. What I was trying to say is, you don't have to be super into spirituality or anything to just be able to vision a life that you want for yourself, and you, just by visioning it alone isn't going to make it happen, but you have to take the steps. If you don't think that one of them people that's currently in your life is actually going to be part of your life in that time, then just take a mental note of that. So you just have to think of the life that you want for yourself and act like that person. So for me, like, I'm actually trying on my social channels, and my job, I'm really enjoying it at the minute, and I kind of just went for it. But it's like, you need to act like that person. So I want to make Get Ready With Me's. Here I am filming this Get Ready With Me. I feel like I'm gonna love making these type of videos, because I'm creating my dream life at the same time. So these things that I'm telling you to visualise, I'm doing the actions to make it happen. So you just need to find what it is that you want, and what you want to achieve, and then start taking the steps to get there. If you stop caring sooner, then you've got more time and more mental headspace to just be like, oh fuck it, just have fun and do what you want with your life. I use Hoola bronzer, but I'm really annoyed. When I was on the plane, it smashed. Someone must have chucked my suitcase. A lot of the time we have these insecurities that we're not even mentally aware of. So something I really recommend doing, again, you don't have to be super spiritual for this, because my life doesn't revolve around spirituality, like, at all, but do some shadow work, which basically is these prompts, and you just analyse yourself and your behaviour. You have another perspective. Other people might see this side of you, but you don't see that necessarily of yourself. So if you're doing this work, you're like, oh, that is what triggered that. Like, that's why I feel like that about a certain situation. So doing a bit of shadow work or just self-reflection will literally do you the world of good, because you're like, why? Like, you just question yourself, but not in a like, oh fuck, why am I, like, in an angry way, but just in like a calm, reflecting kind of way. Spending time by yourself and just reflecting on stuff, or just, as I say, like, planning out your life, and just thinking, like, what are your morals, who do you, like, what do you want out of a friend, what do you want out of life, and just filtering the things that are in your life currently, filtering that all out, so that you're only getting the best out of life, because you don't deserve any less than the best of life. Do you know what I mean? That might sound really cringy, but it's true. I'm going to look at this back being like, Darcy, shut the fuck up. I mean, trying lots of different things is a good way as well, because then you meet new people, and also you get out of your comfort zone, and that's, as I say, like, that's where all the growth happens, is outside of your comfort zone. So if you're trying different things, there might be a person that you're destined to meet on this thing, if you start a new gym class or something, and they might help you on your personal journey. I think as well, the people you trust, talk to them. Obviously not the people that you feel that you're worried about their judgment, because that's what this whole video is about, but talking to like the people that you trust the most is good, because they're probably feeling the same too. Like, it's so hard growing up in this day and age. I'm not saying it wasn't harder in other days, but it's just, yeah, growing up is not always fun. This is NARS blusher. Oh, my makeup brush is really dusty. But yeah, growing up's hard, so like letting people that you love and care about know how you feel, chances are they're feeling the same. Everyone's doing life for the first time, so what have you got to lose? And also just be proud of yourself that you're wanting to come on this like journey and like stop caring what people think, or even just taking like little steps that no one else might even notice, but you know. And so just be proud of yourself. Like me doing this, I've only told a few people. I'm really lucky that I've got a super supportive boyfriend that's not like, why the fuck would you want to do that? Like, he's like, oh my god, no, go for it. And he wants to like learn different camera skills so that he can help me film and stuff, and it's just like, and also like, just because something feels bad in the moment doesn't mean it isn't actually good for you. So there's just something to be wary of. Okay, this blush is looking really pretty today. I was always thinking it looked really ugly. Not really ugly, but like just not. I always thought it got hiccups. I always thought it didn't really show up, but maybe it's because I'm putting like a shit ton on. Right, my camera's about to overheat. Why the fuck's it doing this, to be fair? I've only been filming for like 20 minutes. What am I going to do when I need to like sit down and film really long ones? I'm going to do my eyebrows off camera, that's what I'm going to do. And let that cool down. I use the Anastasia brow duo with a just an eyeliner brush, like a, and then NYX clear brow gel, but it's running out. But yeah, I'm gonna turn this off while I do my brows. I am back with eyebrows, so I don't do too much on my eyebrows, and they probably don't look even at all, but it's fine. For eyeshadow, this beat up Modern Renaissance I've literally had since I was like, how old was I? 14. I just kind of mix raw sienna, burnt orange together and just do the crease. I don't do anything kind of special, and then towards the end I just put a slight cypress umber in there to darken it up. But yeah, back on topic. A way that I found useful for not caring what people think is unfollowing them. Simple as that. If you're worried about what they think and what like they've got to say, by not following them anymore, you're not going to see them and you're not going to remember about them. You're not going to be reminded of their judgy ways. Plus it just makes your phone a nicer place to be. Like, you can choose what you see on your phone. Make it a nice place to be. Fill it with positivity and encouragement, not like people that make you feel belittled or not good enough. I've realised if I'm going to talk about a specific topic, I need to not be doing other things because I get distracted. If Rosie knocks my camera over, I swear to God, we will not be friends, Missy. I got sent this lash therapy. I didn't really vibe with any of the other stuff that they sent me, but this eyeliner is quite good. I'm gonna have to go really close to my mirror. God, this is really bad. I've done this really, really poorly. Okay, this one looks better than this one. Oh my God, no guys, what have I done? I've really fucked up. Is it bad? It's quite bad. I'm not gonna take it off because I just can't. Oh, it's really bad. These are the Elite eyelash curlers, but I made a TikTok on these and now I can't find them anywhere. Okay, all of a sudden the eyeliner is a little bit better. I make the weirdest faces when I curl my lashes. I've kind of just completely stopped speaking. I'm getting a bit delusional now. I think you do have to be, I know I was just taking the piss out of myself, but you do have to be a bit delusional in life, don't you? If you want to live an ordinary life, which is nothing wrong with that, then I guess you don't have to be, but I want to live a cool life. Like, I want to do something out of the ordinary. So I think being delusional, being a bit delulu is the only way to get there. Lash Sensational Waterproof Mascara is the only thing I will ever use on them, and the Garnier Oil Infused Micellar Water is the only thing that I will use to get it off, because that's the only thing I can find to get it off. I really need a new one and this is running out. I don't really have a method to my madness with this. I just focus it on the outer corner rather than the whole way across, just so it goes a little... I just got on my skin. Just so that it goes a little bit more cat eye. Oh no, I've got something in my eye. But yeah, no rhyme or reason. Then I'll do like one coat, obviously, then move on to the other eye. Do the same. And then do coat number 2. But you don't want to leave it too long in between the coats, just because otherwise it completely dries and then it just all clumps up together, which you do not want. I'm not going to do lip products yet because I need to try all my outfits on at Henry's. So yeah, I'm not going to put lip stuff on yet, but I use a Beauty Pie lip liner and the Fenty Glass Balm. Oh, setting spray. Oh, I really like my makeup today. Next clip will probably be me at Henry's, because I'm losing concentration now. I will curl my hair with you, but as I say, I'm losing concentration. If you want a separate video on how I do my hair, then I'm more than happy to do that. But yeah, next clip you see of me, I'll be at Henry's, my hair will be done, probably have lip gloss on, and I'll be either deciding my outfit or I will have decided my outfit. Currently at Henry's. Can you tell from the boy-esque room, but it's how the makeup's looking, the hair. Cute. And then all my outfits are an absolute flop apart from one dress. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. Just let me know what else you'd like to see from me, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment and subscribe. Yeah, bye.